Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is a computer game from a few years ago where two players work together to solve a series of puzzles in order to defuse a bomb. One player has got a set of instructions to solve the puzzles, but they can't see the bomb. The other player is sat at their computer. They can see the bomb, they can't see the instructions, so the two of them have to communicate about how to solve these different puzzles. Now, I really like the game and wanted to make my own hardware version of it, and that's what I'm going to show you. Now, the difficulty with this is that making a replayable version of many of these puzzles is pretty tricky. The first puzzle that you are given is typically the wires puzzle. You've got to look at the information around the bomb, decide which wire to cut. It's pretty difficult to make that a replayable feature. So there's some limitations, but I think it still works out pretty well. So this is my version of my implementation. It's 10 by 5 centimeters. It's got 4 modules altogether, 3 solvable ones and the countdown timer. So the countdown timer, you can see the numeric display there. There's a button for starting a new game, and then there's a buzzer and 2 LEDs at the top which indicate how many lives you've got, how many mistakes you've made essentially. The first puzzle is the Simon Says puzzle. There's 4 coloured buttons and 4 LEDs that flash, and the idea here is you look at which colour LED is flashing, and then you have to, based on that, you have to figure out which button to press next. You get a sequence of the LEDs. As you can see here, you do all of those and then you've solved it. Now, highlighted in the blue, you can see there's 2 LEDs, an active and solved. The active one is there so that you can indicate which modules are wanting to be solved. Once you've finished it, then the solve button becomes illuminated as well. On the back we have the Morse code module, where an LED flashes in dots and dashes to spell out a particular word, and so you communicate the dots and dashes to your teammate. They figure it out, and then they have to select a radio frequency from a list. You select that, and then submit, and then you've solved it. And this one I found pretty tricky. There we go. The next module is the button module, and this one really indicates shows the limitations that we're up against. In the real game, there's numbers of different batteries appear around the bomb, and it's very easy, obviously, in the software to make those appear or disappear. In hardware, much more difficult. Likewise, the colour of the button, the text, are all different. So I've taken this simple approach, which is not that great, but it sort of works. And for a future version, I've got some better ideas about how I might actually make that a little bit more user-friendly, bit more appealing. What we're also going to hear now is what happens when you win. There we go, that nice little jingle I'm quite pleased with. So on the technical side of things, each module is effectively independent from each other. They've all got their own microcontroller, and they communicate with each other over the CAN bus, which is a communication bus that's widely used in the automotive sector. So they use the CAN bus to request sound effects, or to indicate that the user's made a mistake and so they're likely to lose a life, or at the start of the game all of the parameters get generated by the countdown timer module and sent out to the other ones over the end of that. Now I can hear running out of time, so I'll just wrap up by saying that I'm working on a new version of this that fixes a lot of the problems that are in this version. If you're interested, then follow me on Twitter. I'll probably be posting about that at some point in the distant future, I guess. And apart from that, bye-bye.